This video is for the Introduction to Veterinary Technology. My name is Carolina Alvarado, student ID number 3223259, fall semester 2017. The first task is to do a nail trim on a dog, and to do so you're going to need a dog, and this is Chunky. He's laying in lateral recumbency just because it makes it easier to look at the nails and cut them. You're going to need nail trimmers adequate to the dog's size. You're going to need septic powder or silver nitrogen sticks. These are clotting agents just in case you cut the quick. With white nails, it's easy to look at the quick. The quick is the pink little vessel that runs through the nails, and you'll be able to see it on white nails. It's right here. On black nails that are a little bit darker, you won't be able to see them. So what you're going to do is just going to cut the nail a little bit at a time until you see a pink little oval or a gray oval or a pink oval, and then you just know to stop cutting before you actually make it bleed. So with Chunky's, his nails are his quicks are pretty long, so we're just going to trim his nails just a little. In case the dog had a lot of hair, you would remove all the hair out of the way just so that you could see the nails, and then you're going to start to trim. So. And you always want to remember to do the dew claw. So there goes that. You also always want to check to make sure that you didn't actually cut any of the quicks. Sometimes it takes a little bit for them to bleed. So we did not cut Chunky's quicks, but in case you did, you would use the septic powder. You could either just go ahead and grasp a little bit in between your thumb and forefinger, and all you're going to do is apply it to the nail and hold pressure until it stops bleeding. It should only take a couple of seconds, and if it doesn't stop bleeding, you could just hold a little bit more septic powder until it does. So that's that. That's how you trim a dog's nails. The second task is to do a nail trim on a cat. And to do so, you're going to need a cat, you're going to need nail trimmers, and septic powder, which is a clotting agent, just in case you cut the quick. So to trim a cat's nails, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put pressure on the paw so that the nails actually come out and you'll be able to see the quick. The quick is this little pink vessel that runs through the nail, and you want to avoid cutting that. And of course with white nails you could easily see it. And so what you're going to do is you're going to do one nail at a time by pressing on the paw. You would want to make sure you remove all the hair so you'll be able to see it. You're going to press slowly on each paw. And always remember to do the dew claw. And so there goes one paw. Always double check to make sure that you didn't actually cut into the quick. In case you did, you would use your clotting agent like septic powder. And what you would do is you could either put some onto the lid and apply the nail onto the lid and just hold pressure until the bleeding stops, or you could grab some into your finger and then actually apply it to the nail and make it to stop. See, Annie, you're okay. And so that is how you cut a cat's nails. This task is to show how to properly pill a dog. To do so, you would want to make sure you restrain the dog, so you probably corner it, and the best way to do so is be on top of the dog. You're going to go ahead and grab the top of the mouth. You're going to pry open the bottom, and this is a treat to simulate a pill. So you're going to pry open his mouth with the bottom, and you're going to shove the treat or the pill all the way back of the throat. You could rub his neck or blow on his nose to make sure he ate it, and that's how you properly pill a dog. This task is to demonstrate how to pill a cat. To do so, you're going to need a cat. This is a treat to simulate a pill. What you're going to do is you're going to pry open the cat's mouth with the one hand. You're going to grip him right here behind the canines. With the other, you're going to pry it open and put the pill as far back in the throat as you can. And then close his mouth. You're gonna try to massage his throat or blow on his nose so you can see him swallow it. And that is how you properly pill a cat.
In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to collect a urine sample from a dog. To do so, you're going to need a clean container. It can be anything. This is a vaccine tray and a dog. What you're going to want to do is walk the dog outside, have him on a short leash, and let him pee a little bit. You're going to want to catch it midstream. And the reason for that is to make sure that you don't collect any bacteria from the urethra at the beginning. So you're gonna wait a little, catch in the middle, and then let the dog finish, and you're just gonna need enough for your sample. After you collect your sample, you're gonna put it in a sterile container to send out, whether to the lab or for you to evaluate. And so this is how we're gonna walk the dog.
And that's how you collect your urine. Right. The last task is to apply a gauze muzzle around a dog's mouth. And to do so, you're gonna need a gauze. You use 1 inch for a small dog or 2-inch gauze for a larger dog. So to do so, what you're gonna do is place the gauze underneath the dog's jaw and go across the gauze. Do the same thing underneath and tie it. Make sure it's pretty tight, and then you're gonna go ahead and tie a bow behind the ears to make sure that the dog cannot take the muzzle off. And so that's how you apply a gauze muzzle to a dog.